Hello my beautiful Bitterroots, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to do declutter on my blushes, powders, bronzers, you know, that kind of box. As you can see, it's overflowing, so I would like to go through it. Anyway, so let's just go through and declutter and, you know, get this box down to a manageable level so that way things are just not just thrown in here. So this thing, I really do like this as a physician's formula. This is a mineral wear cushion foundation in light. And what I have been doing is taking my Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, filling this baby up, and then using it, but they're both empty now. I've used it. There's nothing else left. So here's my first two declutters. They are officially done for. So let's just go with the odds and ends. I have an Urban Decay brow thing. I will keep that. And the other little odds and ends, I have got a Physicians Formula color corrector powder. I use it all the time. So yeah, and keep this. I've clearly hit pan. I've gone through these like lots of times. Here's a couple more things here. These are Bare Minerals. Now this is this one looks like it has been opened, I want to say. This one is Pure Radiance. It's like a powder, but they've got like a little shimmer to them, like the slightest little nod to shimmer. I think I'm gonna declutter them. I don't think I've had them for a while and I haven't used them, so it should be a good indication. Okay, let's go through my bronzers. I have 4 here. I have a little sample of the Sun Bunny. One is the Chocolate Soleil. I have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I've clearly used a lot of. And this one's in the color Light. And yeah, I really like this, but I only like it as it ages and that scent kind of goes away. I don't like that kind of faux coconut smell that these ones have. It's just, it turns my stomach, but I mean, I still use it. And then I have my Makeup Geek bronzer in Sunkissed. I freaking love this thing like so much. So this one definitely keep. I'm gonna keep all 4 of these. This is the little guy that I take when I'm traveling. So I need to use up the Sun Bunny one because I like this packaging better than this packaging. Yeah. Highlighters. Now this is Pretty Vulgar. I really love the packaging of Pretty Vulgar. I love that vintage like feel to it. So I'm gonna keep this even if it's a color that I have in something else. But I will swatch it real quick so that way I know when I compare. Kind of see that. And then I have Becca. They are out of business now. This is in Prosecco Pop. And this is like that cool toned gold. And this Pretty Vulgar one has got like a rose goldy kind of feel to it. And that's Prosecco Pop. And I'll keep that. Now this is my favorite highlighter only because it has a snowflake imprinted in it. I've used it so much. It's like my #1 favorite highlighter. This is Whisper of Guilt. You can still get this shade. This was just a special release a few years ago. I want to say this is a little bit goldy. Yeah, it's much like Prosecco Pop in color. So I'm going to definitely keep this just because I freaking love it. Then I have Becca in Champagne Pop. This one's got like a little crack. I'm kind of waiting for it to kind of sort of crumble because I've taken it traveling with me. And I think got banged around. Okay, so this first one, this is the Prosecco Pop. This is very golden. This one here, this is Whisper of Guilt, the MAC one. It's got kind of got like a little tinge of like rose gold. So if this one and this one had a baby, you'd have this one, kind of. This one is very much like this Champagne Pop and the MAC Whisper of Guilt, pretty much the same color. Yeah, so I will keep this little guy just for travel purposes, so that way my good stuff doesn't break. Okay, we have Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter in Sin. And this one's kind of got a pinky undertone to it as well. It's way lighter of a color than the others. Kind of has like a different feel to it though. It's very, no, it's like a lighter version of this Becca Prosecco Pop. It's very similar. So, I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll declutter it. It'll go out of my permanent collection, and then I'll just bring this one over to fiance's house and it can just live at his house. So you know, if in the future, or I can give it to Lyssah. I'll give it to Lyssah and I can bring this one over to his house. So this one will be a declutter. Okay, then I have these three. I have Tristique. That's legit the color of Sin, Urban Decay Sin. This one and this one is the exact same color. But this is just like a little sample size. I've got that much left in it. I think I'll keep it because it's nice to have at least one cream product in the collection. Then I have Stila Monarch. I think this might be dried out. Oh yeah, this is dried out, so this is a declutter. And then the last one I have, I keep this one in the box because it's, the packaging on this Winky Luxe is so beautiful. It's very vintagey, and then it's got that holographic, you know, trim to the flowers. This is in the color Charm. And this one's at white, but it like transforms, so it kind of looks pink, and then sometimes it picks up other colors. It's got a little gouge in it. Okay. Now this is the regular packaging. It's kind of boring. So, where am I gonna put this? Right here. It's way lighter than everything else because it's got that white base, but I don't know if you can see it. It's probably can't. But you kind of turn and it kind of gives it gold and then it goes pink. It's really pretty. So I'll keep that. I've got these. I have one blush here that this is my, so this one I'll definitely bring back out when I do the, I'll just move it over. Okay, so I have 5 more little things here. This is Moon Dust, and this is by, I want to say Ciate. Yes, this is by Ciate. It's got a lot of kind of glitter to it. I don't know if you see that. It's really pretty. Now these 4 down here are made by Produce for Your Face, and I know Meg, and she's got a YouTube channel, and anyway, so I've ordered several things from her throughout the years or whatnot. So this is in the color Rosy. This is the darkest one I have. I don't necessarily use it as a highlight. Sometimes I just use it as a lid shade. But it is so, it's so amazing. Oh, look at that foil. Okay, this next one is like my favorite one. This is in the color Bubbly. It's kind of got like that very cool tone champagne-y color, and this is a great color for the lid as well. This next one is called Galactic, and it's one that kind of turns like pink and green on your face. There's so much product in these, by the way. This one I use for, you know, special occasions when I want that like extra oomph of a highlight. I've used it for Halloween on many occasions. It's so pretty. And I love the shift that goes from purple to green and white, and so pretty. This last one is the silver holographic one. This is called Magic Hollow. And again, these are all great for the lid as well. They're so pretty. All right, yes, I'm keeping all of those. Pair a color, I'd rather get rid of like a single, just because I know I'm keeping this palette. I love the formula and everything, so I'm just going to put this aside right here. So that way if I need to, I can refer to it. Now this one is by Manny MUA. This is Lunar Beauty. This is the Moon Prism Blush palette, and I freaking adore this palette. This spacey shade is my absolute favorite blush shade, but as you can see, I've used Soleil a lot. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can kind of see that I've used Soleil a lot. So yeah, this is a beautiful palette, and you know, it kind of, if you look at they kind of look like the same with these, but I have compared them and they're not quite the same. They just have got different finishes and slightly different undertones. So these ones both, they just complement each other very well. And yeah. Okay, so here is my very first high-end blush. This Too Faced something about berry. This is a beautiful blush, but I don't want anything that's going to remind me of my ex. This was the blush that I would always wear for our date nights. So this one is going to go. It just may just go to the daughter. I don't know. Who knows, but this one's definitely a declutter. I've been slowly like weeding out the stuff that kind of reminds me of a certain somebody that I don't want to remember. So this one's Lottie London in Zane. I think I need to check to see, because this almost kind of gives me spacey vibes, like my favorite blush here. No, it does not. I lied. It's totally different. Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna set aside. If I find something else closer to it, then I may declutter it. But as of right now, it's gonna stay. It might help if I open from the right side, Zelma. So this is Pretty Vulgar in Make Them Blush. And as you can see, I've loved this blush. This is a beautiful blush. And that definitely is very similar to my favorite blush in the Moon Prism palette. But I'm keeping this just because I love this packaging. And I think, you know, for my wedding, we're doing rustic vintage. I think it would be super cute to, you know, have the highlight and the blush, you know, for the stuff that I use for the wedding. So, yep, I'm gonna keep that. All right, Makeup Geek. I love this one. This one's an XOXO. This is like the brightest pink that I have, I want to say. But I was really scared with it at first because it was such a bright pink. But if you do it just right, it just gives you the perfect little flush in the summer. It's just so beautiful. So definitely going to keep this. Okay, so Ivy Beauty. This is in Peach Sheen. And I think I've got a couple of these that are very similar to this. So let's kind of compare. It's kind of got that peachy kind of quality to it. And then I have this one here, which is Scorcher from the Alamar Cosmetics. That right next to it. Oh, that's way lighter. Not even remotely close. See the color? This one's definitely got more pinky to it. Let's look in the Lunar Beauty. Let's try Soleil. Soleil just might be a good... Yeah, Soleil's just a smidgen lighter, but I don't know. Kind of put that kind of in my knuckle there. Bad location. You know, it's close enough. Since I have Soleil, I use Soleil a lot. This one, Why Beauty can be decluttered. Okay, Doll 10. This is a cream blush. I was trying to use it and then kind of quit. It's a really pretty, like, natural flush. Do I want to keep it? I'm gonna think about that, because if I have a powder that's more like that color, I may... Well, let's just look. Let's check this Alamar and kind of compare it. That's lighter. Okay, let's go to Moon Prism. Let's go to Spacey. It's more pink. Gravity. Okay. Gravity's a bit more on the brown side. It doesn't have that little pink undertone. This is the one I just compared with the Doll 10 one. And it's, I don't know if you could tell, I put on my knuckle compared to that. It's very similar. I don't know. I may have... That's very similar. I don't know if you could see, I kind of like swatched it right there, kind of in a bad spot. Well, I don't know. Do I keep it? I don't know. This is like my only cream blush. Maybe I keep it. I'll keep it for now. Okay, and then I have 3 of these like smaller size Tarte shades. This one is in Parte. This one I used a lot. Very pinky. I want to say... So I don't know where that was, where that left off. This one in Epic is very similar to the one in Soleil in the Lunar Beauty palette. So I'm going to declutter this one. This one in Parte, I think I'm just going to declutter it. I've got a lot of neutral shades like that. Then I've got 2 more choices to make. So I have this ColourPop Guilty Pleasure. It's a very lighter shade. I haven't swatched it yet. Am I going to swatch it? Oh. I don't know. think I'll keep this one for now. I'm going to put it in the drawer, see if I actually use it. If I end up even using it at all. If I don't, then I'm just going to declutter it next time around. And then this last one, this one is like ridiculous. This like even eyeshadows are barely this size, and this is supposed to be a blush palette. It's if it didn't have the separation lines, if it was just all one bar, I can use it, but because it's separated, there's no freaking way that you can use a blush brush in this. I mean, this is the regular size blush brush that you should be using. How are you supposed to use these like little itty bitty little things? So this one is going to be decluttered. This is Trifle Cosmetics. I mean, you could use it as eyeshadows, but dang. And this thing wasn't very cheap. 3 light enhancing blush shades in one nifty portable palette is all you need for smooth, plumped up, younger looking cheeks. What? Yeah, no. It's no. Okay, so this I think I'll keep for now. And these are my last ones that I have. So I have 2 Zoeva little duos. This is Cocoa Blend. This is a highlighting palette, but I use this as a blush. I'm so fair, so I'm able to use that one as a blush and then the other one as a highlight, and I really love the combo. So this yes, definitely keeping this one. This one is the Spice of Life one. This one again is supposed to be a highlighting palette. This is super dark, so this one's a blush for me, and so the other one I use as a highlighter, so definitely keeping that. This one is a Sweet Peach Glow palette. I love this thing. I really do. I've used it a lot, as you can see. This is like a great go-to palette for travel and all that stuff because it's got a highlight, bronzer, and blush. And so yes, I'm definitely keeping this. I have a couple of Natasha Denona. Oops. This is the blush palette. This is Blush Duo palette number 14. This is number 2 Tao Tao and number 9 Golden Coral. So this one definitely can't use as a blush. It's so light. This one's a great blush, but I don't think that this has got any like, yeah, it's pretty matte, so it's not like it's something I could use as a highlight. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it for now. And then I have the Diamond and Blush palette, and we got cream shades up top and the powder on the bottom. And yes, I am keeping this baby. So that is everything on my little impromptu declutter. I'll keep it. So here is my impromptu declutter. That's not a whole lot, but that's quite a bit, and a lot of bulky stuff getting out of my little container. So let's get my little container all loaded up again and see what it looks like after we pulled out all of this. So 6, 8, 9. There's 9 blush and highlights, or 10 blush and highlights, and then 2 foundations. So getting rid of 10, that's pretty good. And some of these are pretty bulky. So yeah. All right. Definitely feel good about that. Wasn't like a whole lot, but I don't have a whole lot to begin with. So look at all that. It all fits in there nicely with room, quite a bit of room to spare. And then I just have my 3 bigger palettes that never were in there. They were just put elsewhere. So yeah, no, that looks great. That's exactly what I was hoping for, was to get rid of some space, and this takes up quite a bit, even though it's not like a whole lot of stuff. So thank you guys for joining me in this declutter, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.